Real big, what's happening? James, what's happening? What's the deal? Hey, man. We got some talking we need to do. All right, so what's y'all thoughts before I start rambling? What y'all think about this second, Evan, what's happening? What's y'all thoughts on this second, stimulus package? I want to know how y'all viewing this, the pros and cons of this, in y'all's opinion, before I start talking about baby. Like you also gotta remember, for every action, it's gonna be an equal or opposite reaction. So I don't know if people looking at the pros and cons to this. Joseph was happening. I don't know if people looking at the pros and cons to this, because I can tell you one thing. Going on, baby mom. I can tell you one thing. I need that. I got 12 too. I ain't complaining about it. I use it to pay my house note. But I'm telling you, I really don't even know how I ended up getting 12, but hey, I take it. Y'all best believe you give it a year, taxes gonna shoot through the roof. And that's just one. It's just one downfall to this. Hold on, let me turn these lights on. Hold on. All right. So that's just one downfall. So check this out. All right. So now they came with another proposal today by the Republicans, which I actually like that one better than the one the Democrats uh, program cut. Yeah. But I like it better than the one the Democrats proposed due to the fact that, all right, this is how I'm looking at it, right? So they were saying that the one the Democrats came up with was like, okay, you'll get $2,000 a month for 6 months to 1 year. And it's based off how the economy doing in 6 months, right? And it didn't matter if you were still working or not, you'll still get the $2,000. And to my knowledge, that was for people that's getting unemployment too. So you get the $600 a week for unemployment, which is $2,400 plus $2,000 a month for this stimulus package. It's $4,400. Outside looking in, you gotta think about it. $4,400 to sit at the house, bro. I'm not going to nobody's job. Period. I'm not looking for a job. I'm not doing any of that. And then $2,000 of it is tax free, and I don't have to pay it back. So nah. So now you're gonna have an influx of people that's making $4,400 a month to sit at their house and do absolutely nothing. So in turn, now you got more money to spend. So now you want to go out and spend money, but guess what? There ain't no employees at these places because, hey, we're getting free money. And at the same time, you're bankrupting the country. I mean, come on now. You can't just be giving all that kind of money away and you not generating money. I done talked about it before. The money don't have value. If you don't have assets, some type of assets to bag this money up, this money is worthless. All right. Well, besides that, right? So, like I say, all right, with the package that the Republicans proposed is the fact that I think it's for 6 months. Dang, what was the stipulation on it? You have to be trying to look for a job. Yeah, definitely, they're going to get their money back. I think you got to be looking for a job in the process, or you got to have a job by a certain time period. So in order to get the $2,000, you got to work. So they basically how I'm looking at it, you getting rewarded for working. They'll give you the $2,000 if you're working or trying to get a job or whatever. You got to have some type of proof, right? All right. At the same time, they're talking about essential workers, paying them additional $12 an hour bonus on top of what they already making. So, if you're making $10 an hour, basically it's gonna put you at $22 an hour for May, June, and July. You'll get that extra money, right? And they was talking about tax cuts. So if they do that, just say they tax cut 50%. So now you put more money in your pocket from the tax cutting itself, plus you getting $12 an hour increase, and you getting $2,000 a month for at least 6 months. So I like that because now you sending more people to work. People don't understand, if you got all this money and you can't go out and spend it, like it's still miserable. You just sitting on money, you can't do nothing. Hey, my bad. You sitting on money, you can't do nothing with it because you go out. Like a good example right now, you going to all these places to get something to eat, and the lines are bagged up. Cars all down the street. But guess what? They're actually what's the question about the truck driver? But all these cars lined up to get something to eat, right? Well, right now you got employees in there, so the line is somewhat moving. But think about when there ain't no employees, because ain't nobody working, because like, man, I'm getting money for chilling at the house. I'm not finna go nobody's job. When I'm gonna get money for chilling, I'm gonna ride it out 39 weeks or however long I can be on unemployment plus get this money. I'm gonna ride it out to the end. Come on now, this is common sense. So you got money and you're not able to spend it. Everybody impatient is locked down without being on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you bankrupting the crap out of the economy, and everybody probably just looking at it like, well, it ain't no big deal. Yeah, it ain't a big deal until you realize that we're in a third world country. That's what people don't realize stuff until it's too late. Now everybody want to complain. You can't complain because something could have been done about it and ain't nobody doing nothing. People never want to hear nothing until it affect them. It's just like the coronavirus. I done had discussions with people about this whole coronavirus thing prior to it hitting really, really hard. Rico, what's happening? Prior to it hitting really hard, and, oh man, ain't no big deal, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm seeing the effects. I'm like, man, listen, this is way bigger than what y'all think it is. And I did videos on it. And I was talking about how people's gonna lose their job. You're gonna have people in healthcare getting this virus, and police officers and all that, and how bad it was gonna affect people. All this stuff. When people act like, oh, you just talking, ain't no big deal or whatever. Even though nobody like really bashed me, they weren't trying to hear it either. But then boom, it hit big time, and you talking 30 million people filed for unemployment. Now everybody like, dang, I guess he was on to something. Like, I think so far in advance, a lot of people think day by day. Man, I'm looking long term. People don't realize this stuff have long term effects. And like people been asking me, man, you think it's a good time to go get a truck? Me personally, I'm the type of person, don't ask me no question if you don't really want to hear the answer. Because people want you to tell them what they want to hear. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you like it is. And the same thing, if I ask you a question, I don't care if I don't like the answer. I want you to tell me what it is. So I got mixed emotions about it, but I'm leaning more towards, not getting a truck right now. Because number one, you don't know what's going to happen with the economy. Point blank. Especially with all this talk about this stimulus package and basically you getting out free money and ain't nobody trying to go to work. You got a lot of people that do want to work, but you got to think about this here. If you're getting more money to sit at home versus, for example, you was getting $1,600 net a month. You getting paid every 2 weeks, paycheck $800 every 2 weeks, net, not gross. and you only got $1,600 to work with, you ain't about to you about to get $4,400 to your pocket. You ain't going to work. Period. I'm not finna go to work for $1,600 when I can get 44 for doing nothing. I put a deal on brand new truck. I haven't had any time off. So, uh, oh yeah, you're gonna see all kind of great deals right now. You're gonna see a lot of great deals. But like I say, like a personal truck or a business truck. But I mean, they need to sell these cars because they steady building. You know, instead of building cars, instead of importing cars in. So yeah, you need it. You well, man, at the station or just on cars? Nah, I just weird on cars. So we come to work. We got these little temperature guns, scan everybody. Uh, it's not nothing the fire department made us do, but this is kind of how we do. Check in, everybody good, anybody been sick, blah blah blah. Scan with the little scan gun, nobody got a fever, all right, cool. And then we be on by our business. But when we get in the trucks to go on runs, we put our masks and stuff on. Because number one, you're in the truck, you're in an enclosed space. Even when we at the station, like when we sit down and watch TV or whatever, ain't nobody sitting right next to you. You see every other seat over. So, like, even when we here and we hanging out, ain't nobody just right next to each other. So, same rule, you go out. But we got masks, respirators, we got all kind of crap. But, no, like I say, this is why I say I don't know if it's a good time. Because, number one, I say, you don't know how the coronavirus is bad. But what people don't realize is the aftermath. The aftermath, you don't know what's going to happen when they open everything back up and everybody kind of doing their thing. Because in Louisiana, they ain't open everything. Even though people be out chilling, doing their thing, it still ain't open until the 15th. So barbershops and all that ain't open. It's all good. Don't worry about that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, all these businesses that's going to open back up, right? They're going to need employees. Like I say, if you get more money to sit at home than you was going to get if you came to work, you're not going to go to work. So, which means, dang it. Hold on. All right, cool. All right, I'm back. But like I say, you ain't gonna go to work. So these businesses, they're not gonna have employees there. So it's gonna have effects on importing, exporting, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, which means that has a major direct effect on loads. You know, the amount of loads you get, the price per loads. You know what I'm saying? All this gonna have a major effect. So I want to get a big truck right now, but I know it's not smart. In my opinion, it's not smart based on the data that's out there right now. You know, I want one bad too, but it just I don't see it as being a good move right now. Uh, you know, and so many people have been running lows for pennies. So when all this stuff open up, these brothers like, hey, you been running this low for $1.03 a mile. I'm not finna pay you $2.50, $2.80, $3 a mile. It's not happening. You don't want to run it? All right, I got a couple thousand other trucks. I just call them up, see who's gonna take it for pennies. So like I say, truck drivers hurt themselves because everybody went and got all this stuff they can't afford, and now they like, I just got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. And they running for $1 and some pennies per mile. And when you try to talk to them about it, they want to get mad. Well, I still got this. And I still, bro, you shouldn't have went and got something. Well, I can't tell nobody what to do. I don't even want to speak on that. But you put yourself in that position. and you don't realize that you hurt yourself long term because you keep looking at right now. Right now will hurt you. It will destroy you. You will never be able to grow your business if you wanted. Hey, I want to start my own small fleet. I want 5 or 10 trucks. How are you gonna do that when your actions directly affected the economy by running loads for cheap? Nobody wants to pay anymore now. So you'll never be able to grow your business because you won't have no profit. You know, like I say, you keep running for this. You like, oh, I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. All right, you ran that load for $1.03. Then you ran the next load for $1.21. Then you ran the next load for $1.15. But guess what? All right, when you pay that truck note, and no telling how much that is, if you have a trailer, paying that note, uh, fuel pretty cheap right now, so you can get that for a good price. But when you get through paying it, the more you drive, wear and tear, you need oil changes and everything like that, right? So you have to drive more just to make some type of profit, which means now you need oil changes more often. Your fuel filter changes more often. Your tires, wear and tear on your tires. Price of maintenance still the same. Price of tires still the same. So all these costs are still big. All right, you running for $1.15 a mile, and then you have a breakdown that's gonna cost you $3,500. You can't recover from that because most truck drivers are living day to day as their owner op or week to week. They paycheck to paycheck. Most truck drivers is on the ops or paycheck to paycheck. Period. I don't care what nobody say. That is a fact. And because like I say, you got this high truck note, you got this trailer note, you got maintenance, you got fuel, you got all this stuff. So when I spoke about shutting the truck down, people should have been putting up money. If you're running, you're making prior to this corona thing happening. So all this time you've been running, you've been making good rate per mile. This money should have been putting money up. Always put some money up, right? All right. If stuff happens, shut your truck down. So now I'm only responsible for truck note and insurance. I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about no type of breakdowns. I don't have to worry about fuel. None of that. It's cheaper to park the truck because you're not adding expenses. You're not adding on to the expenses you got, and you got money to put up. Spend your money wisely. You know, pay your bills, chill, spend your money. Whenever you look on there, you see a good load. Hey, run that good load, but you can afford to sit. The more you run for $1 and some a mile, the more you put yourself in the situation to this breakdown completely shutting me down. One breakdown, now I don't have the money to fix this truck. All right, so now I don't have the money to pay this truck note. Now I don't have the money to pay this insurance. Now I don't have the money to pay my personal bills at my house. You completely put yourself in a bind. That's why I spoke about. Man, I shut that truck down to go company. Because I will. Because I understand business. A lot of people don't. I'm not going to put myself in a situation to where I'm going to lose everything. When the best thing for me to do is just shut it down, go work somewhere for a while, let stuff stabilize, and then get back in my truck and start running because I still got it. You know, I hadn't been putting no wear and tear on or anything. I just ran 2 loads. Oh, what's today? Friday? I don't know. Wednesday maybe? I don't know. Whatever day it was. I ran 2 different loads, right? A day apart. Had horrible week. Horrible. $1,100 a week. Horrible week, right? All right, prior to that, I didn't run a load for a month. Man, start hitting me up. Hey, we calling to check on you. We see you hadn't ran in 3 or 4 weeks. Just checking here to see if everything all right. I was like, yeah, everything cool. I said, I'm not running. The loads don't pay enough. I'm not moving my truck. I said, it's going to, like I told her on the phone, I said, my area is already a dead area for hot shot loads. So 97% of my loads I have to deadhead to Texas to get, which Longview, Texas is only 40 minutes from my doorstep in my house, or 45 minutes. No big deal. But I already have a deadhead. These loads don't pay crap. You think I'm for the deadhead for a crappy paying load, you know, and then it's not enough loads on the board, so then I got a deadhead home too. Man, you crazy. And then on top of that, if just say I'm doing this running and the load pays $600 and I have some type of breakdown, I can't pay that. I mean, I got a little money, I got credit cards and all that, but I'm just saying the load doesn't cover that. So it's crazy to move the truck. I'm not finna move the truck. Period. So that's why I told the phone. So she said, "Well, yeah, we calling to check on everybody because most of the drivers in the companies, well, everybody on the Outlaw Landstar, but most of the drivers there they haven't been moving their trucks. They just been sitting. So she said it's a huge decrease in the amount of people that's moving their truck. And like I told her on the phone, I said, well, they smart because I ain't moving. So she was like, okay, well, I was just checking. I said, well, I'll run again when the loads get better. And I hung up. That's all we got to talk about. So, nobody's... And then she really wasn't calling me, basically getting on me about running no loads. Hey, my bad. She wasn't calling me to get on me about me running loads. She just, I understand where she's coming from a business standpoint. You got to think about it. Trucks move, they make money. All right? If you got I'll just say 30%. If you got 30% of your trucks not making money, and say for example, 30%, I think it's 11,000 on the house with Landstar. You do 30% of that, and then you do that just an average $3,000 to $5,000 a week. Of course, you got people that's making way more money than that, especially heavy haul guys. Those guys are, anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 a year plus the heavy haul guys in the company. And so let's they're losing millions and millions and millions of dollars just by people not moving. All the time what was happening. So I understand, but no, I was happening. I understand her call, but man, come on, man. Everybody know me. I'm not finna sugarcoat it for nobody. Like, it is what it is. Hey, this is what it is with me. This is what it's not gonna be. Period. Point blank. I'm not finna be in a fold for nobody. And at the end of the day, it's gonna hurt me to try to please you. So I ain't trying to hear that. Brandon, exactly. But people don't understand that. Run through it right now. All the cars on the road. Hey, they had I heard they opened Georgia back up earlier this week or last week or whatever. And they said right after they opened the state up, man, it was an increase in coronavirus cases like 3 to 6%. We ain't even seen the second wave of it yet. That's what people don't understand. So that's another thing we gotta prepare for, cause it's gonna hit again. And now when it hit again, you talking about. I feel like there's gonna be more people affected this time because people already got the experience to sit in the house and not come outside and basically be in prison and ain't nothing open up and all that. Down to the point people that got so fed up with it, they just like, man, I want to live. Period. Regardless of the consequences. So, man, people they're not gonna care about the spike in coronavirus cases. They just gonna be like, hey, I'm out here. It is what it is. I wear my little mask, my gloves, or whatever. But I just feel like it's gonna be a huge increase in these cases because people just they don't care no more. And I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it, man. It's miserable being in the house and everything being locked down. You can't do nothing. Yeah, Jay, they definitely counting on that. You can believe that. You can 100% believe that. But hey, another thing, cause my phone like on 8% right now, so I'm trying to make it quick. But another thing, one of guilty posts about a truck driver died in his truck or whatever. And this slightly off the subject, but it is kind of connected a little bit. I'm reading the comments. So, truck driver was sick. wherever it was, South Carolina, Texas, or whatever. Went called an Uber to the doctor. Basically, they said his insurance company wasn't gonna cover it if he hadn't been tested positive for COVID or whatever. They weren't gonna pay for the hospital stay. Blah blah blah. Called the Uber back. Got in his truck. They found him like 2 days later dead or whatever, right? So this guy commented on there. He was saying, "Hey, something about, hey, y'all wanted socialism, and here it is, blah blah blah." But I'm saying to myself, yeah, no, I said to him, bro, you wrong, because you gotta think about it. When you have insurance on your job, you got what's called out of state coverage and all this other crap, right? And it don't have to just be on your job. You got insurance, period. All right. It's so many. It's governed big time. It's governed. You know where you can go, how much you gotta pay. If they gonna, we'll pay for this, we won't pay for that, blah blah blah. All insurance companies like that. And he was saying that socialism. This dude is 100% clueless. Socialism would be like, like I told. Anyway, before I get on that, like I told the guy, like, hey, bro, you wrong. I said this guy had insurance. It's just the fact that his insurance company, like, hey, we ain't paying if you hadn't been diagnosed. All right. Socialism would be more like if we was operating in a complete socialism environment, meaning Medicare, Medicaid, and the hospitals everywhere had to treat you, no matter if you've been confirmed or not. It'll be like being in France or Greece or somewhere where everybody got free health care all the time, and you can go anywhere, any place, and nobody can't deny you. The downfall with that is when you operate in a socialism environment with Medicare and Medicaid, they only going to treat you enough to get you out of the hospital. All right, so we just need to get them stable enough and write them a prescription, send them home, knowing that you need to be hospitalized. We're just going to do enough to get you out of here. That way we can't be liable. Nobody can sue us or whatever. And it's hard to sue the hospital anyway. These people got all kind of different coverages and insurance and everything. So it's really, 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 really hard to sue them. So, but that's what happens. You know, I'm going to give you enough to get you out of here. Say you got cancer and you got Medicare, Medicaid, or whatever. All right, we're going to get you these few treatments, then we're going to get you out of here. But when you got insurance, we're going to get you the best treatment. We're going to send you to these specialists. We're going to do all this. It's a huge difference. So I just thought about that because it was bothering me. I'm like, it's a lot of misinformed, clueless people out here. And I just feel like people just need to quit speaking on stuff they don't know nothing about. At least research this stuff before you get to speaking, you know. But because it was one point in life where there was a lot of stuff I was clueless about, and you couldn't pay me to speak on it because I knew I didn't know what I was talking about. But anyway, like I say, I feel like the package the Democrats propose on this stimulus is horrible because people just ain't gonna go to work. Guilty what's happening. But the one the Republicans propose is a good one because I'm basically gonna reward you for going to work. I'm gonna give you all this money, but you gotta work for it. And I'm with it. People need to be working. You know what I'm saying? And when you working and you making your own money and you controlling, you know, your own destiny, can't nobody govern you and tell you what you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But at the same time, they want you to work because they need money flowing. They need currency, a current. They need a continued flow of money. You sitting on money, Republican. Man, I'm not a Republican, bro. I'm not a Democrat. I'm neither. I'm telling you, I like stuff on both sides. It's stuff Democrats do that I like and I don't like. It's stuff Republicans do I like and I don't like. So I wish I could take a little bit of both and just put it there and make one party. You know what I'm saying? Never stay like, yeah, I am in it. Well, you say that, but Louisiana is a big time Republican state. Telling you, watch the next election. That sucker red as crap. But But it's a lot of poverty here. Me and you research, you remember, it's a lot of poverty. But you know, man, I'm just not with nobody controlling me, telling me, and just being honest. You know, a lot of democratic stuff, it's a lot of control. I'm gonna control where you live at. I'm gonna control how much money you gonna make. I'm gonna control everything. If you make too much, hey, guess what? I'm taking all these benefits from you, which I don't want your benefits anyway, because you govern. I don't want to be governed. But anyway, hey, listen. Oh, you trying to move? You trying to make good money? You made too much money. Hey, I'm gonna have to kick you out this government assistant housing you living in, and cause you made too much money, and you're on your own. You know, you got a lot of people that scared to lose that because they scared of growth. But man, I don't want nothing from you. I want to control my own destiny. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people need to get out of their mindset of being controlled. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling nobody to be no Republican, so I just want to keep saying it. But at the same time, I ain't telling nobody to be no Democrat either, because I ain't with being controlled. Period. At all. Hold on. Like I say, neither is for you. You make too much money, guess what? They kicking you out your government assisted housing. They taking y'all food stamps and all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like if you own it, should be temporary anyway. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's besides the point. You're being controlled and you don't realize you're being controlled. Hey, I'm not with being controlled, period. I want the nicest car. I want the nicest house. I want the nicest everything. So I need to work. I need to make my money. And I need to be able to take these trips and everything else I do. Because I've been all over the world. I've literally been all over the world. Barbados, Hawaii. When I was married, I had my wedding in Dominican Republic. I've been all over the U.S. I've been everywhere. I can't afford none of that being on government assistance. And people need to understand that if you need to live life, quit depending on the government. Fuck the government. I shouldn't be cussing on here, but fuck the government, bro. I'm not with that shit. Change your ass crazy. So I'm not trying to get out the projects. Hell yeah, fuck the projects. I was born and raised in the projects and you know, did some project shit and all that. Man, fuck the projects. I wanted to get out of the projects the whole time I was in the projects. I was just a product of my environment, so you know, fuck it. I'm stuck here. I may as well be a project baby or whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I was every day of my life, I was trying to figure out how the hell can I get up out of here. Bro, I want to get out of here. This shit is cool. It taught me a lot of stuff. It taught me a whole lot. Believe it. And you learn more in the hood than you think you learn. It ain't just no criminal activities. Like, you learn a whole lot. But it taught me how to grind because I was like, I don't ever want to come back to this motherfucker. This little small ass project apartment with no closet doors and all this other stuff, and you don't have your own space to breathe. And man, fuck the projects, bro. Yeah, man. And I don't ever want my kids to experience that. You know, my kids haven't ever had the experience in being like project living. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to experience. My phone about to die. So I gotta go. Because it's about to die. Peace.